Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire. Well, the potato fields of Perthshire, to be precise. I am back, and I have to say, first of all, 25,000 subscribers. Absolutely phenomenal. So thank you for your continued support, and thank you and welcome to the new subscribers. So, I'm back. I am struggling, as we often do with arable land at this time of year, because it's mostly planted. However, there are lots and lots of roads like this one here, right through the middle of this field. And this is the Gold Noble field. This is where Martin found a gold noble from the 15th century, which is still in the National Museum in Edinburgh, and no, he doesn't have any update, and it's been quite a while, so fingers crossed there is news to come sometime soon, and as soon as there is, I will let you know. Right, there's still going to be a pretty decent amount of land that I can cover, and I'm not going to waffle anymore, so let's go and see what there is to be found. Oh, and you might have noticed I'm a little bit behind on video editing, so well, who knows, maybe I'm on 35,000 subscribers by now, which would be amazing, but that would explain the discrepancy in numbers. So let's go and see what we can find. It's taken no time at all. We're in with our first signal in the first 30 seconds. Now, to be honest, it's not the best. It's only given a readout of 50. I suppose it could be a hammered coin. $50.51. So, moment of truth. Well, I was going to say it should be easy digging because it's just been tilled, but it isn't, or at least that bit isn't. Oh God, I can't even get the spade in the ground. There we go. Right, hopefully I've remembered everything today. That would be nice for a change, but we've got the Garrett carrot. This could be a bit of tin foil. Well, it's not. It's a bit of copper. But it is junk, but it's better than aluminium. So hopefully things will only improve. Well, it's not been the best of starts so far. I have had so many bits of tin and aluminium that I've lost count. Nothing good at all. 73, 74, I have to keep on filming these on the off chance that it's not a bit of aluminium, but it doesn't sound great. Sounds really erratic. It almost sounds like a big lump of iron is in there as well. I think it's going to be right. Let's get the pinpointer out and see if we're close. The answer is maybe. Well, we're out, but surely that's not going to be the target. It is. It is the target. It's more foil. Oh well. It has been 1 hour and 17 minutes of complete and utter misery. The only saving grace is that it's cloudy and I'm not being completely sunburnt. But I have to keep filming these in the hope that it isn't a tin can. 77, 78, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but you never know. Still 77, 78, and it doesn't sound horrific. Oh, don't believe it. We've got a green edge, look, right there. That is it. And it might actually be a coin. It's a coin. It is blank and as smooth as a baby's bum, but it looks like a halfpenny. I think it is. I think it's a halfpenny. In fact, we'll go with the water rather than the brush, just in case I take any detail off. I think it's going to be Victoria, because her coins are often very, very shiny, having been in circulation for such a long time. She was on the throne for 63 years, give or take, and our coins were in circulation, I'm told, right through until decimalisation in the 1970s. So some of our coins would have been in circulation for 150 years. Right, I cannot see a thing on that. Let me give it a wee dry off and I'll get right back to you. It's not the best, but my God, it's better than what I've been finding. Well, this has saved the day so far. Let me zoom her in a little bit. Now, this would be Britannia on this side, and there's practically nothing to see. However, depending on how good your eyesight is, can you see a head looking to the left hand side? I can just make one out, and that is indeed Victoria. It's a young head, or a bun head as it's also known. It's a halfpenny, and this will probably date to sometime between 1837 and around about 1890, give or take. So well over 100 years old. And back in the day, oh, that could have probably bought you half a pint of beer. So that is the best find of the day so far. In fact, the only good find of the day so far. And I've been going for well over an hour. I'm exactly 1 hour and 45 minutes in, and all I've got to show for it is a halfpenny that's as smooth as a baby's bum. This is a very faint 82, 83. So maybe a beautiful deep silver coin. I doubt it. Well, it's not a deep anything because it's come out in the first spadeful. So much for that being a deep target. What's that? That is a bit of slate. What is going on? Ah, is that it there? A bit of lead. It is. Well, it's a bit of lead, but it's my first bit of lead. And it is just a little junky piece. But you know what? It's not a bit of aluminium. And that's more important. I didn't film this one. It came out, and it's now a 7980. There it is there. Well, it's copper. And it's twisted wire. Maybe it's an Iron Age bracelet. Then again, maybe it's more junk. I'm well into the middle of the field now, so I'm hoping I'm going to be away from most of the junk. We're just over the 2 hour mark. This is a really faint 83, so thankfully easier to dig. But is it good, or is it more junk? One more, then we'll get the pinpointer. Out you get. Not looking good. Just get the feeling that I caught the edge of some metal there. Nope, maybe not. Oh, get that out of the way. Well, whatever it is deeper than the pinpointer. So we're going to have to dig a deeper hole. I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, you might be able to tell by my ability to not breathe properly, I'm down incredibly deep. Now look at that pinpointer. It's almost 2 full pinpointers. So we're talking about 16 inches, and I'm just starting to see a few little iron flecks. because I was going to say the last time I was down this deep I got a Bronze Age axe head, but maybe we'll get an Iron Age one this time, but I can't film and record at the same time, so I'll be back to you in a moment. Well, even with a couple of minutes to compose myself, I'm still exhausted. Look at that for a hole. That is 16, 17 inches deep. I could see bits of iron. I thought it's an iron chest full of gold nobles, or it's a cauldron, or maybe even a massive axe head. Nope, it's the biggest iron ring I've ever found. No wonder it sounded okay. Any kind of iron with a hole in the middle always seems to give off a reasonable signal. But it's big iron, purpose unknown, but that was a lot of effort for absolutely nothing. But at least it's not made of tin can. Okay, I'm still out of breath from digging that huge hole, but a really erratic 81. Please don't let it be 17 inches deep. I've hit a stone already. Ah. $82. I'm sure I'm digging in the right place. Oh, it's so stony. We're out. I don't like the look of the polythene or the plastic. If it is plastic, it is. It's a bit of irrigation. What's that? That is it, and that is, you guessed it, aluminium. It's the remnants of a bottle top. Doesn't even have any decoration. We've got another 79 this time. 7980. This sounds like there's iron in there as well. At least I can dig a bit easier. Please be shallow. Okay, we're out, but it sounds a mess. Oh, dropped my pinpointer. It sounds like it's all over the place. Get the stones out of the way. What is that? What is going on here? Oh, there's something green. Oh, it's a butterfly. We've got another butterfly. That has maybe been enamelled at some time. Ah, and it's a little brooch. Or a little pin. Look, it's still got the actual pin. Well, there you go. Don't understand how they lost it if it was still hooked on, but that's another story. That is a little brooch. Well, it could be a moth, I suppose, but look at that. It looks like it's had a beautiful copper colour on it, or is that the underneath and it's enamelled? I'm going to give it a wee wet. Just a gentle little wipe, see if the colours come out. Don't know what I was doing with the pinpointer there. A few people have said I've got the sensitivity too high. Oh, look at the colour of that. Look at the colour of that. That is stunning. That is really, really stunning. That is beautiful colours. I'm assuming that must be enamel. Plain on the back, as you would expect, but look at the colour of that. That is beautiful. So it's either a moth or a butterfly. That is fantastic. Well, that is find of the day. Not that there's been that many to choose from, but that would probably be the find of any day, to be honest. That is lovely. So how old is that going to be? Maybe Victorian? Maybe Edwardian? I doubt it's much older than 1850. And I doubt it's much newer than 1950. Normally you can tell by the fastening. Yeah, I would say it's probably going to be 1900s, 1950. Something like that. But let me know in the comments below. Well, I am over the moon with that. I think that's what, is that 2 butterflies in about a month? And I've also had a couple of peacocks in the past as well, so clearly the farmhands were pretty well dressed round these parts. Fantastic. Makes it all worth coming out. Since the butterfly, it's all gone a bit dead. The sun's also starting to break through and the temperature is coming up. This time it's a 70, 71. Oh, and the ground is hard yet again. Well, thankfully shallow. More junk. Oh, what's that? A wee button maybe? Well, it's a button or it's a coin. It's a button. It is a button. I've got a whole new found respect for buttons since I got that wonderful Charles II, 1665, 1668, something like that. Silver button, which is to commemorate his marriage to the Braganza. Is it Catherine Braganza from Portugal? So there you go. Beautiful. Over the moon with that. And that is also a nice button, although pretty plain. It's probably old Georgian, maybe 1700s, possibly into the 1800s. Still, it's better than most of the stuff I've found today. The end of the day is drawing nearer. Again, it's been pretty quiet, but we've finally got a digger. 76. 76.80. It's pretty erratic. It's definitely not going to be a coin. There we go. There is a piece of an iron berry tunnel. A clasp for one of these polythene tunnels for growing soft fruits, strawberries and raspberries. Well then, I'm going to leave it there. Not the best of days, but that little butterfly I think has saved the day. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in the light box. I think it'll look even more spectacular. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And welcome back to the light box. Now, fingers crossed, I have finally perfected the sound. And you know it's a rough day when you include a fragment of lead in the light box, but that is what it is. Then you know it's an even rougher day when you put a very, very plain little button in. It's a little copper alloy and it's probably 17 or 1800s, I would guess. And then, fingers crossed, this will be visible in the light box, and it is. Look, you can just make out the bun head of Victoria. Looking to the left-hand side, you can even see the bun. That little circular shape there is her hair bun. That's why it's called a bun head. So there you go. Queen Victoria in her younger complexion, probably sometime between 1837 and 1890. And it's a very smooth and very chewed halfpenny. The date would have been just at the bottom there. You can see a line. And Britannia would be on there somewhere if she still existed. But find of the day, and all probably what you wanted to see. Look at the colour of that under the light box. So what I hadn't realised in the field are there are circles in each of the four wings of the butterfly, and it looks like they were originally blue dots. There's a black enamel in the middle there. There is green enamel, and I think the wings of the butterfly have originally been green and red. The copper colour that's coming through, I'm not sure if that's what the enamel has been laid on or whether or not there was actually some copper showing as well. But that is pretty beautiful. I really like that. Very nice. Find of the day without question. In actual fact, saviour of the day. So I'm very lucky that I found that, otherwise I wouldn't even have put the light box on. And the clasp on the back is a little bit bent, but I'm going to say date-wise, looking at the clasp, I'm going to stick with my first initial reaction, which was 1850 to 1950. So I think maybe Victorian, later Victorian, feeling that it could even be Edwardian, or I suppose even George the Fifth or George the Sixth. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I am very happy with that find. Look, you can see those 4 dots starting to come through, now it's drying out. So very nice, very nice. Well, that's about as good as it gets, I'm afraid. A mountain of aluminium, or aluminum, and lots of other bits of dross as well, but only 4 keepable targets. So hopefully you liked what you saw, albeit I'm sure it was a bit of a struggle to watch at times. But if you're not already subscribed, then please hit that button. And hopefully we'll see you all on the next dig. Thanks for watching.